My name is Dane Bowles. Been around this industry 53 years, and I'm here with Gary Rosenfeld, the founder and president of Aerotech, and also Dan Michael, who's our promotional and service representative for Aerotech Quest in this region. I just want to take this opportunity to say hello to everybody on behalf of the company, and thank you for your attendance here. It's absolutely our pleasure to attend. We think it continues to be extremely important for all the companies, not just the major manufacturers, but all the primary companies involved in this hobby to participate in NARAMs. And so again, it's really great to be here. If you don't know Dan, he's the guy out there at the launch site that is responsible for having built the full-size Patriot. Previously, he's built a half-size and a three-quarter scale and has flown them very successfully. And he has just recently completed his full-size Patriot. It is sitting lengthwise in front of his position out there, which is the Aerotech Quest position. And that is slated to be flown for the first time in early March of 2022 at the Red Glare launch. It will be using 4 Ns and 1 O. Correct? It will be, if not the, certainly one of the premier launches of 2022. Okay? When you come by, be sure and pick up one of our new Aerotech Quest catalogs. That's the first time that Aerotech, the Aerotech Mid-Power and the Quest model rocketry line have all been in the same catalog, and they're brand new as of Memorial Day, so please come by and pick up one of those. We also have a DMS brochure that gives you a listing of all of our DMS motors, plus thrust time curves and full technical specs on each and every motor. And what we try to do at all the major launches this year, or every year, is that we actually incorporate the logo of the particular launch. So if you come by, this is, will remind you that you did attend NARAM 62 as a little commemorative piece for that. And next week we'll be at LDRS out in Windover, Nevada, and at Bonneville Salt Flats for LDRS, and likewise out there. We'll have something similar, but with the LDRS logo on it.
Are those the same ones we got in our packets?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
If you already have, yes. Okay.
Trying to hold back our overhead.
We also have price lists over there, both our model rocketry and mid-power price list, and then our gigantic 11-page price list that lists our more than 400 motor products and nearly 800 finished goods from Aerotech Quest. Right? And finally, there's a really great Aerotech sticker that you can come by and pick up one or more of those. So what I'd like to do now, and what our plan is for our time this evening, we're going to have Dan Michael talk about our newest product releases, and then we'll stop and you can simply ask us questions to any one or the three of us with respect to Aerotech and Quest. So Dan, it's all yours.
Very good, thank you. I need my notes. Too many products, I can't remember them all. First of all, has anybody been by my place? Okay, well, of course.
I think you mean the booth on the field.
Well, all the things that Dane has just mentioned. You know, I got a lot of literature, price list, anything, just come on by. I got a lot of it there, so just come by and pick up whatever. I'll be there till Thursday, so just come by and get whatever you need, okay? Got some new releases. We got the D22 and the E26, which are, I'm gonna put my reading glasses on here, I can't see this. We got the D22 and the E26, which is comes in a 4-second and 10 delay. It's all white lightning propellant, and it's a 24 millimeter motor. We got the D22-4, comes in a 2-pack, and the E26 comes in a 2-pack, all 24 millimeter. In addition to that, we have the classic Enerjet, which is an F-52, which comes in a 5, 8, and 12-second delay. which is basically what it had. I think that was the original delays. And that, of course, is that's a 29 millimeter. And then, of course, right here. And we have some of these for demo. Have any of you demoed any of these motors the last couple of days? We have these for demo. We got a 5, an 8, and a 12, and we have some for demo. We have quite a few left. So if you want to demo one, come see me. I think we have some E26s and we have some D22s left too. We got a lot for demo, so just come by. And the B64 and the B66 White Lightning is an 18 millimeter, 70 millimeter long. It's 12% powerful in a black powder motor. It's puts out 12% more impulse, and it's been performing very well. And does this just come in? Is the B64 and the B66? That's just it for the, okay. All White Lightning, okay? Questions on that? Some of you, go ahead.
The thing that I thought was a nozzle, that's actually the ejection at the top.
Right,
Nozzle's in the
nozzle.
bottom. Yeah,
That is correct,
okay.
your ejection,
Yeah.
okay?
Now that is accompanied by our C and D 18 millimeter White Lightning motors also. Okay, so that was simply a brand new addition
Yeah.
to that line of 18 millimeter
I
motors.
was just confused when you
No, that's
end
okay.
around and I saw a nozzle where I was expecting a cap.
Any
Okay.
questions on the classic Energet F52 or the D22 or the E26 or the B64, the B44? Any questions? Okay. The G8 and the G12 have passed temperature requirements. So they're certified and they're going to be released in the late summer. Those are the long burn motors, okay? Rick, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You have to, I have to say something. I'm getting familiar with the smaller motors. Everybody that knows me knows I do a lot of the bigger rockets. So I've been launching rockets since I'm 11 years old, so I'm doing this a long time, but I got to familiarize myself with a lot of the smaller motors again. So anyway, that's why I'm trying to look at my notes here for different things.
We couldn't think of a better opportunity for a trial by fire.
Just throw me in the fire, right?
So we greatly appreciate your attention.
Don't say by fire with all this.
Well, that's what it is, right? Okay. New Quest kit releases. We have a Sport, a Falcon, and an Icarus, late summer release. It's going to be the first 24 millimeter Quest kits. Correct?
What? No.
Yes. You
And
say
what
no.
else- and what else is
24?
special?
Oh, there were 29s, that's right.
I think the Navajo was 24, wasn't it?
Well, they're going to come.
There were 29s.
They're going to come with an 18 millimeter adapter,
Right.
but they're 24 millimeter. But they're going to come with an 18 millimeter adapter, so you could burn 18
Oh, you mean
and
24
24.
millimeter motor tube?
That's
I
right.
thought you meant main tube.
No.
Never mind.
No, so you can
Forget
burn
what I
18
said.
and 24 millimeter motors in them.
Okay.
Okay. 3 kits by Quest, late summer release. Again, Sport, Falcon, Icarus. Okay. Bigger stuff. An L motor, a 1940 Propellant X. That is going to be coming out, and we got a early fall release on that. Early fall release on the L 1940
Yes.
Propellant X.
The early fall release shipping by Thanksgiving.
By Thanksgiving.
Right.
That is correct.
And it's intended for the SLI competition.
Right.
It has been specifically developed for those needs.
Kits. Are you familiar with the starter kits? The 1406 and the 1407, that's out. Well, there's a 1408 and 1409 coming out, and that is going to be coming out. They're going to be out by Thanksgiving or shipping by Thanksgiving,
Oh, in October,
October. And that is with White Lightning motors.
right, and featuring the Quick Q rocket.
That's the 1408. The 1409 is the same thing without the motors or the igniters.
A
Correct?
starter set, and a launch set.
Right. Any questions? I said a lot. There got to be questions with everything I said.
Got a quick question.
Go ahead.
So I'm interested in your G12P, the plug G12 motor, and you said available late summer, you said, or shipping?
Well, it passed the temperature, so and it's certified, but it passed the temperature requirements. What are we shipping them by? Late summer release.
Late summer, okay.
Yes, the
Yeah.
G8 and the G12.
So in the last few years, I've been flying a lot of thrust vector rockets and using your long burn F10s, and they get pretty hot. It's in a 3D printed sleeve in there. And so, speak to how the G12, what you've done to keep the case temperature down?
Okay. What we did was we pretty simple. We reduced the thickness of the fiberglass casing and increased the thickness of the phenolic liner. So we were able to actually get the H13, which is like the most extreme thing we could do in the 29 millimeter casing. We were able to get that to come in certification under the 200, I think it's 220 for high power motors, 200 for centigrade for model rocket motors. So we were under a little tighter regime for the G8 and the G12, but they passed. So I don't think they'd be any worse than an F10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is that casing temperature you're talking
Yeah,
about?
casing temperature.
Oh,
And the way they measure it is they take two thermocouples at two different points on the casing and then average it.
Gary, are those both plugged motors, the G8 and the
Yes.
G12? Okay,
They
there's
are.
nothing coming with a delay in it.
No. Delays are problematic on end burning composites. It can be done. We used to sell, I mean, the very first Aerotech motors were the E6 and the F10, and those some had delays and even a booster, but those were all very laboriously put together. We try to avoid that in our current operation. It's just, we've got so many different products, it's just hard to, devote that much time to one product.
There's a lot more electronics available now. too,
Absolutely,
so-
yeah. With all the electronics now, it's a lot easier for people to use them. So we're actually doing real well with the H13. Since I brought that up, Frank Burke flies a lot of them, and they're really. If you haven't seen Frank's videos of his giant rocket gliders, check them out on YouTube. And I got to see some of them fly at NSL in person because I'd only seen them in the videos, and it did not do him justice at all. Just to see those things going up for 17 seconds or whatever was amazing. So he's got some, that's one of the best applications for those motors I've seen.
Anything else? Thank you all again for your great support. We greatly appreciate it.
Stop by my camp. Stop by my camp and we'll set you up.
Were there any other vendors that